I hope you are good. Yeah, in this video I'll be breaking down the music video of Imoto Yemali, the scenes, the meanings and the messages conveyed by the visuals of Imoto Yemali. If you have any questions, leave them down on the comment section below. Yeah. I started with an actual research before doing everything in this project. I went to Renfontaine to meet up with Johannes Mabuza, also known as Chicken from Rhythm City.
Thank you for the cripple zezola zocha zembe zinja zimkhonkote matsatsa zimlokolo uthi umlahleli wethambo bafiki.
Nakanye. Nakanye man. Ngiyamasha futhi. Ndoto mfowethu.
He gave me some information based on the direction of the film, as someone with an experience of this kind of job in the music industry, in the film industry, man, I meant to say. Yeah, on the same weekend I met up with Pompi the Low-Key, who is one of the actors of Inamba Namba, the Josie called in movie. Yeah, but if you know that movie, I'm sure you know that that is the second part of the first movie that has ever received an Oscar award in South Africa. Yeah, so yeah, I also met up with Daliwonga, one of the pioneers of Amapiano industry. Yeah, and he shared some information. I'll show you on the video. Yeah, so number one, scene one shows Soweto Towers. This resembles the location of the whole film. This scene contains the actual birth of Amapiano industry, Amapiano music. It also shows the logo of the Towers, a company which produced this whole project. Yeah, scene 2 shows the characters walking in the underground parking lot. The cast goes like this. The guy with the white cap and the black sunglasses is Mawande. The guy with the black cap and black sunglasses is Great Louis. The guy with a grey beanie hat and a blue work suit is Pompisi the Low Kid. And the guy with the grey sun hat and the white t-shirt is Gatli. Together they are called the Tower Boys. This scene contains the message of the upcoming artists who are trying to break in the music industry. Yeah, I'm sure you can see the message conveyed from watching the visuals if you did watch them. If you didn't, go and check them out. Yeah, scene 3 I mean to say. Scene 3 shows a squatter camp, the ghettos, the Lokshin culture of course, which is the actual home of Amapiano. Yeah, scene 5 shows a fertility. Scene 4 brings back the Tower Boys walking underground in the dark. Yeah, which shows that it is where they are currently at as upcoming artists. Like no one has ever discovered them. Yes, there are people who know about them, but no one has ever invested in them and everything. Yeah, and then in scene 5 I mean to say, that's where we find the Fidelity truck, the cash in transit vehicle. This truck resembles the South African music industry in this case, the Amapiano phase. Scene 6, that's where we see the Tower Boys having a conversation in the underground parking lot. These are the actual upcoming artists planning how are they going to take over the music industry. And then scene 7 shows the SWAT team inside the vehicle. This scene shows the actual gatekeepers who will try and stop the upcoming artists from getting the music industry. Yeah, that's the message conveyed by that. And then in scene 8 is the continuation of the plan. In scene 9 shows the cash that's inside the truck. The scene shows the target of the whole plan. Yeah, it's Amapiano in this case. The money resembles Amapiano. Yeah. And then scene 10 is the continuation of the plan. Scene 11 shows a hand reaching for a magazine or a cassette. This shows that the gatekeepers are armed and dangerous, and they are willing to do whatever necessary to stop the upcoming artist. And then scene 12 shows the Tower Boys walking out of the underground parking lot. If you look closely in this case, you'll see a bright light upon their heads. This resembles the small spotlights that they are having during their underground journey, meaning that there are a few people who know about them and their music. Also check out the red lights in the background. I'm sure we all know what does that mean. It means danger, of course. Danger is coming. Red lights, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I don't know. Yeah, scene 13 shows a red BMW, Bafethu. Come on. From Umlazi gangster, but since we are not in Durban, this is Soweto gangsters. These are Soweto gangsters driving a red BMW. Yeah, if you know, you know, my guy. Scene 14 shows para taxi rank. That's where we find Mawanda and Pompisi in the middle of the road, directing the traffic, dressed as construction workers. Para is a well-known Gauteng taxi rank, yeah, located in Soweto. It is next to the biggest clubs in South Africa, Magbenjalo, SNK, and Zone 6 venue, where DJ Maporisa met up with Kabza the Small for the first time. Yeah, we can say Soweto is the hospital where Amapiano was born, but Zone 6 venue or Deep Kloof is the actual ward room where Amapiano was born. Yeah, that's the case. That's the case. If you know, you know. And then scene 15 shows Katley and Great Louis standing in front of a red Toyota taxi. This scene portrays the art cover that was used for the song. If you can check out the art cover, you can see that those guys are actually standing in front of the red taxi, Toyota taxi or minibus. Yeah, and then scene 16 takes us back to Mawande and Pompi, who are scouting for the Fidelity truck. When it shows up, Mawande makes a call for Great Louis and Katley. Scene 17 shows Great Louis and Katley receiving a call. And then scene 18, this is where Fidelity truck was stopped by the traffic lights. That's where Great Louis and Katley got a chance to plant the bomb on the Fidelity truck, and the magic happened. Boom! Fidelity security guards saw butterflies everywhere, yeah, and the magic was happening. And then scene 17 takes us back to Mawanda and Pompi, where they ran off. Scene 18 shows Great Louis and Katley heading out of the rank 2. Scene 19 shows a video captured by the satellites to show that the police are aware of this incident and they are on their way to Para where the incident happened. And then scene 20 shows the damage that was made by the explosion to the nearest cars that were near the truck which exploded. And then scene 21 shows Pompi and Mawanda in the parking lot arguing about the forklift. Remember, the forklift was supposed to be used to unload or take the money to the getaway car. Yeah, so they were supposed to use the forklift, but Pompi lost the keys of the forklift, so yeah, he ruined everything. And then scene 22, that's where we see the police on their way to Para. Scene 23 shows Mawanda complaining to Pompi for being careless, and Pompi hops on the forklift. Scene 24 shows the money on the ground, a South African currency, yeah, next to an exploded cash in Transac's vehicle, burning. As it was burning, it showed it resembles the art cover. If you can check again the art cover, it showed the burning cash in Transac's vehicle. Yeah, that's what we see on that scene 25. Scene 24, I mean to say. And then scene 25, the police arrived at Para rank along with the SWAT team. Scene 26 shows the Tower Boys running out of Para taxi rank to pick up their money bags and the cash on the ground. Scene 27 shows the soldiers walking in Para taxi rank. This was a very massive deal, therefore the government had to release the SEAL team to handle this situation. Scene 28 shows the Tower Boys trying to get away with the money bags, but the SEAL team had already spotted them, so they couldn't just escape. They had to shoot back to the SEAL team. This is when the Tower Boys decided to reveal the secrets of the umbrellas that they started shooting. So they started shooting back. The shooting umbrellas were actually inspired by the Kingsman Secret Service movie. The umbrellas were also used to portray non-violence and to show that they are not associated with any promotion of violence action, yeah, to the community of Soweto and the citizens of South Africa. Scene 29 shows the SEAL team shooting and walking towards the Tower Boys. Scene 30 shows the Tower Boys retreating since they were not there to kill or harm anyone. They got the money bags, which was their aim from the beginning. So now they're stepping back while trying to protect themselves by shooting back to the SEAL team. Yeah. Scene 31 shows a SEAL team leader or member which got shot and fell down. Scene 32 shows the Tower Boys shooting continuously at the SEAL team. And then scene 33 shows the SEAL team dragging the member who got shot and retreating. Scene 34 shows Great Louis shooting at the SEAL team to chase them away. Scene 35 shows the SEAL team retreating. Scene 36 shows Pompey shooting for the last time to make sure that the SEAL team is gone. Scene 37 shows the SWAT team arriving to back up the SEAL team. They retreated at first to call for more backup, and now they came up with enough men to take down the Tower Boys. Scene 38 shows the Tower Boys trapped where they couldn't hide or cover themselves at the same time. They got to the point whereby they ran out of bullets and they had no backup. That's where Mawanda got shot and collapsed on the scene. Yeah. In conclusion, the message I learned from creating this project as one of the Tower members is that crime doesn't pay. And from a perspective of an upcoming artist, I'm willing to sacrifice everything to achieve my goals. Come hell or high water, I will get what I want and my dream will come true for sure. And yeah, everyone who was watching the video, thank you for watching. Thank you.